All right, so we've got James Barker Band on iHeartRadio Canada. I think this is the first time I've actually gotten to chat with you guys.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Other than like maybe at like a CCMAs or like something
Briefly
like that.
saying hello. So congratulations, first off, out the gate. #1 song on country radio. Keep it simple.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I'm so excited for you guys. How did you celebrate? I want to know.
Well, Connor and I were rooming together last night, and so we watched 90 Day Fiancé and
drank a lot of water.
Drank a lot of water. What did you guys do?
We watched The Bachelorette.
Bachelorette.
And for the record, Luke P's not going to win.
Hey, that's a great way to celebrate. Were any drinks had yet, or have you guys not
I-
been all
really?
together?
You guys had a Peroni at Scatterbush.
Oh yeah, I had one beer. We went to Scatterbush yesterday and got some Italian food after our promo. So
Okay.
we sorry, go ahead.
I would say I had a Diet Coke.
No,
Okay, good.
and Estella. Yeah, it
Not
was,
to celebrate, though.
we're it's funny because of the #1 lined up with the new release of our new single, and so it was like, well, we've got a bunch of promo to do, so no drinking tonight.
No drinking. Okay, I'm sure you guys will sneak that in at some point.
Last time we celebrated something like when was Missed Our Flight, and that was like Vancouver.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was not good. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're glad you guys made it here today. I'm excited. So the new album, Singles Only. I want to talk about why the title Singles Only.
So it's kind of tongue in cheek. I mean, because it's supposed to be tongue in cheek. We are not single. Don't misinterpret
I wasn't going to throw that out there, but I knew that. So
it's kind of that idea, like, nowadays you work in a world where it's like, albums don't really exist anymore and everybody just wants singles. And we're like, okay, then we'll just fill an album up with songs that we think could all potentially be singles just to kind of make a bit of a statement. So we thought it was funny. So we literally were like, okay, find five or six, however many songs there are, completely different songs. And make them all
many are
songs.
on there?
I think it's 6 or 7.
I thought it's 7.
I was like, I know that there's. I'm like, okay.
And there you go.
I like that. And I feel like everything you guys do, there's some sort of tongue in cheek, kind of thing around that.
Yeah, and we like to put little Easter eggs and stuff in things so people have something to find. And it's always cool when you look back at like your favorite bands or acts and you like read something on their line. You're like, oh, did you know this about that or something like that? And you're like, you go back and listen. You're like, oh wow, there's like something cool hidden in there.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Okay, videos. You guys are one of my favorite bands that put videos out because you just really never know what's gonna happen. So first one, keep it simple. Yeah. Were you guys a part of the concept for putting that together?
Yeah, we like to be pretty heavily involved in all that stuff, good or bad. Maybe because we think we're smarter than we are. But with Keep It Simple, we knew just from like the feel of that song that it had like a retro vibe. And Connor had a really cool idea of doing like, there's like a cool old video of Buddy Holly playing like a roller rink.
Okay.
And so he had pitched that, and so we had given that to Ben Nechtel, who's like the most creative dude in the world.
He's pretty awesome.
He's amazing. We've worked with him a bunch, and he's like, well, hold up, what if we did like, instead of like just that 50s roller rink, we did like 60s Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show, like variety show kind of thing, but just like fully commit, like all the outfits, the hair, the makeup, the like Beatlemania crowd.
Guitars, everything.
Guitars,
Guitars were sweet.
Old vintage guitars and amps and everything, and just like went all in. And it turned out pretty good. I mean, it's stressful doing a video like that because you're like, we want to make sure we don't miss anything, but it was pretty cool.
And, I mean, our fans brought the video to like the next level because we had like a casting call.
Yeah.
And they could have shown up. We asked them to like wear like 60s-esque outfits, and like we didn't expect that much for them to show up, but they showed up like. Looked like we were in like a time machine, like yeah.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of girls had the like
Coif.
Yeah, and the big, is that what it's called?
I think it's
coif, like the big thing on the front, the big bun and all that.
Well, because I'm sure you guys had hired actors and actresses for it, but when you watch the video, you can't tell the difference between them and the fans, which I think is super cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the only 2 actors we had hired was like the dude and the girl making out. They're like possessed. That's it. And so the rest were like legit just JVB fans that like spent $1,000 on hairspray.
And those the other 2 fully committed though.
If you're gonna get to be in a James Barker Band video, you got to go all out.
100%.
Next video, there's a drink for that. That video, did the ice cream truck make it through the video, or is it never gonna be the same?
Obliterated.
Yeah,
it did get obliterated.
So messy.
I mean, it's crazy. You think when you're a kid that it's like this magical place inside an ice cream truck. It's pretty gross, pretty rough.
Don't ruin that, kids. It's not true.
Yeah, it's not true. Don't know if it's up to code. You'll learn about that later. But it was pretty amazing, and it was rusty ice cream.
Who doesn't love that?
But we I actually got to drive it the whole, like when there's the scenes of Bob and Connor in the back, like going at each other and stuff a little bit. Like I was actually driving that down the road, which is probably less than legal as well. And Taylor was sitting up in the front, so it was pretty crazy. They don't ride the best though on the steering.
Lots of complaints too.
Very squishy brakes.
A lot of people don't like that ice cream trucks are driving on their street. Like
the amount of
asking for a permit.
Well, and the amount of frustration and/or what's the word, like anger associated with like, oh, you guys, it's like, no, we're just filming video. Oh, and it's like, well, why would you tease us with driving down the road? It's like, because we're shooting a music
So you
video.
really did drive down the streets and
Yeah.
get
Oh, yeah.
children's hopes up and then crush their dreams.
Adults.
And ruin dreams.
Yeah,
Exactly.
adults were mad.
That's hilarious. Okay, so since we're talking about ice cream, I'm just going to ask. I want to know, because I always get made fun of for being super plain Jane when it comes to ice cream. I'm like, chocolate ice cream all the way, that's it. So if you're going to have ultimate ice cream, what's it going to be, each one of you?
It's funny because we actually, like 2 days ago, my wife and I got in a bit of an argument because she's like, we should buy ice cream. It's 2 for $5 for like a tub of ice cream.
It's a good
and
deal.
So she wanted, this is in America, so it was like actually $100 Canadian. But she wanted mint chocolate. She wanted mint chocolate. And so I was like, I just want chocolate because I'm like a straight up plain chocolate because like your taste buds can only handle so much. So I got to say the same thing, straight chocolate.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. I'm like peanut butter cup.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
not
That's
moose
chocolate
tracks
bar.
per se, but like anything with peanut butter with the cups. As soon as you have the cups, it's a game changer.
Or like Rolo.
Yeah, I don't like caramel in my ice cream, but I would.
I didn't agree with
Yeah.
you at all. I see where you're going. I like Rolo ice cream. I didn't choose it as my go-to, but rum and raisin. It's weird, but my dad,
90?
my dad always
was-
used to get
With a
it.
side of prunes.
I'll get Pearlians and cream.
A little back cream.
There's no judgment, Bobby. That's okay.
It's all good.
Also, I will
there's
say-
a sentimental story about sharing
yeah.
ice cream going with my father.
I don't
Never
get
had that.
the mint chocolate. I don't like mint in my ice cream. I will say I can't do like
You
that.
ever had Tiger Tail?
And I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that's
Tiger
the
Tail's
orange
my
one,
second.
right?
No, I
It's
never
orange
had
and
that.
it's got like
That's
black
usually
licorice in
like
it.
Chinese buffet in Lindsay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
really
if you're
good.
looking for that ice cream, now
Mandarin
you know
stuff.
where to get it.
There you go.
Okay, so I feel like every time I see you guys when you do a show, it's just like a giant party. You know, you guys, you haven't changed as far as your attitude towards music from the first time I saw you. You guys are having the time of your lives and celebrating every time. And has that just been easy to maintain that?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if that's just like a lack of maturity or something. We're just stuck in like our
Still happy to be
children's
here.
frame of mind. But we just like to have a lot of fun. I mean, that's kind of when we first got in a band and we're just playing like bars and stuff. We found that was like the best part of it is if you take yourself too seriously, it's easy to lose kind of the fun in it.
Right.
And so we're like, let's just have a good time. And like, I mean, if there's a screw up or something goes weird or something, you just play it off because like, just enjoy everything in your life. It's really a metaphor for life.
And you guys really integrate your fans into it too, which is always
Yeah.
a treat to
Oh
watch.
yeah, absolutely.
It is getting out of control though, because like everyone will see us and be like, "Oh, there's these guys party, these guys have fun." Like, so people, we had this one show in Ottawa where they kept bringing shots up every single song, and they would stop our
every
set.
song. It was like-
And so we were like 7 shots deep in like the third song or whatever it was, and like,
Which is hard to maintain.
and then like,
gonna
and then when
say.
it finally got, we had to go to like no more shots, because if we didn't do them, they would kind of like not heckle or boo, but they'd be upset with us. So yeah.
Right.
Tough
okay.
life.
So
Yeah,
if you're,
Bob's got it
gonna,
rough.
if you're gonna give them a shot, just one shot and then let them play.
3.
Yeah.
3. Okay, 3 shots.
4 tops.
Last thing, I just want to know, you,
Sorry.
you know, like, you guys have obviously the new album out, which is amazing, and I love it. Slow Down Town is my favorite. If you haven't heard that one,
Well, thank you.
But what is kind of this year you guys are most looking forward to?
Oh, I don't know though.
I'm gonna say Kita Bala shows.
Okay.
Really?
The 2 Kita Bala shows I'm
We've
most
got-
looking forward to.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy because it's like a lot of people. I don't know if we're allowed to say that yet, so we can't say that. We've got a bunch of just like big festivals. I mean, that's the cool thing now is because festival season just comes 1 year at a time in Canada. It's like, okay, well, 3 years ago we were like playing pretty early slots. Last year was like a little bit later, but like this year I think all of the slots are like either headliner or like right before the headliner. So there's gonna be like 10, 20, 30,000 people at these shows. And so I think just being able to fly and do like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday of like those shows is bang, bang, bang for like 8 weeks straight. We're pretty pumped up about that.
Awesome. All right. Well, if you haven't heard their album yet, singles only, you need to check it out, and please watch the videos because you will not be sorry. James Barker Band on iHeartRadio Canada.